And we're live. And meanwhile, I'm scratching the back of my head. That's really good programming already.
Hey,
and
professional show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. We have Dave this week. He's here. We might have two Daves this week. Our 74th chat. Today is Lego's birthday. Yay, Lego.
It doesn't look a day over 89.
The weird thing was, just before signing in here, I was looking on Facebook, and Lego posted an 80-year-old or 80-year birthday post, and I'm like, okay, I think they're a little off today, but I don't know. Maybe that was like a 10-year ago memory, and I just didn't read it properly. But anyway, let's just go to the screen because then we can look at both Davey and I. Dave's feeling a little blurry today. Not sure why.
I have a crappy camera.
Is there? Do you look blurry in your own camera?
No.
Like when you're looking at yourself?
I see myself. Hi, myself.
Are you blurry there too?
No, but that's fine.
That's weird.
But I think it's just the crappy lighting in this room.
Okay. All right. I'm just curious. But anyways.
I am Max.
Yeah, Eric and Maximus are both here. Hello, guys. Dave, how have you been? We haven't seen you in like forever, and that means a long time.
Well, I feel bad. And I'm going to keep on saying that. Sandy keeps on saying, you have to do Jeff's show because Sandy's a good friend of yours.
And yet he never shows.
And
oh, wait, I should do it this way so that he doesn't see it. So
life moves pretty fast sometimes. If you blink, you might miss it.
That's a movie quote from somewhere. I know that much.
If you don't slow down once in a while, look around, you might miss it. That's the actual quote.
That's Forrest Gump, right?
Oh, no. It is quintessentially one of the top 5 greatest movies of all time. Stars Matthew Broderick.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Ellen Ruck, and
takes place in Chicago.
Mia Sarah.
Yeah.
Jennifer Grey's in it, and Charlie Sheen makes an appearance.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. True enough.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah. Took me a second. Sorry. I knew I recognized the quote, but you know what? It's been a long week.
It's been a long week.
Only Tuesday. It's only Wednesday. See, I thought
it
was
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
You for missing that one, Jeff. That was again. You weren't even born. Well, you were.
Boom. I was born when Ferris Bueller.
I saw it in the theater like I don't know how many times. So.
See, now I have to Google what year Ferris Bueller's Day Off came out.
1980. I'm gonna say 84. Maybe
1986. I was 10.
I
was 11. So I hypothetically could have saw it in the theater, but we lived in the country and we only went to theaters once in a very blue moon. I saw Bambi in the theaters, but I'm pretty sure that was
a Bambi on the drive-in when I was like 4.
Okay, I saw it when I was like 6 or 7, maybe a little bit older, but I'm pretty sure that was a re-release because Bambi came out like 1930 something. Yeah. Okay. Well, that explains why you saw it. You saw the original then at the drive-in. Okay.
Thanks, Jeff.
See, well, that's what my kids will do to me instantly, right? It's like, what were the dinosaurs like? That's the one I usually.
What were the dinosaurs like?
Yeah.
Well, we rode them uphill both ways in the snow to get to school.
Yes, and I tell you, they burned fossil fuels back then too.
That's right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I don't know. That joke was just dead, but yeah. So.
It's a good joke.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. My phone's buzzing. I think it's trying to tell me that I'm live on YouTube. Surprisingly not. It hasn't told me that yet. Anyway. So what have you been doing, Dave?
Modifying the 10497, but other than that, nothing.
Do you have a sample of what modifications you've been doing, sir?
I have the 918. With landing gear.
Oh, so yeah, added the landing gear. And is it stable enough? Because I saw you posted.
It's very stable now. It's 100% stable, 100% swooshable, 100% hidden when it folds up. It's perfect. It took me a long time to get here. So, very, very happy. But that's what I worked my week on.
Yeah.
So I get the 10497, the first one we bought it in the store because our pre-orders didn't show up for a few more days. And I said, the very first one I get, I'm going to build the 918 because this is the first space set that I got when I was 11 was the 918. And so I said, I'm going to revisit my youth by building this one first. And I said, there's missing landing gear. So.
Yeah, that was the weird one. Well, both of them, 918 and 928, are both need landing gear added to them, right?
The 924 and 928 came with landing gear.
The 924 Doesn't have landing gear in the instructions. I don't think.
Yeah, it
Did
does.
it?
It's
Oh, it
basically
does. Okay.
exactly the same as the 928. It's basically
Okay.
exactly
My bad.
just
My
a
bad.
different spot.
I downloaded the instructions. I only have my one copy. I only have the 928 because that's what I built. I will eventually buy some more copies, but as for now, I'm happy with the one. How many copies do you actually have then? 2?
I'll
Two?
have 3 by Friday.
Oh, because your third one's coming in from where?
Well, we're gonna go to the Lego dinner, and we're gonna stop by Sherway,
Yes.
and hopefully they have one.
Yes. Windows updating, silly Windows. Again, Dave, start your computer a day before, and then it'll be ready by anyway. I actually had a Windows update just before the chat too, but I came down early and made sure everything was good. But anyways, yeah, so I will order another 928 or sorry 10497. I'll order another one. Yeah, I saw that too. You built the base out of the parts.
I built the base with the
And
spare
that was
part.
purely that was all from the parts, nothing else added.
All from the parts. No
Cool.
other parts added. So
Awesome.
and it looks okay. I'm gonna keep
Awesome.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Some friend of mine used to say it all the time. I won't mention his name, but he's handsome. And he's on this channel.
That's you, right?
Yeah.
You're on the other side of me. It's throwing me off. Oh, Windows. I did. That's the worst part. He started it early and it was still updating.
I'm gonna ship Dave a laptop because I happen to have a few spares in here.
You know, that's the first time I've ever heard you say that you'd ship someone a laptop.
I'd probably just drop it off next time I see him.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder how old Dave's computer is. If it takes a little while to start up. But anyway, I can't complain. I had to buy a new one this year anyhow, so which has been working a lot better than my work laptop was, so that's good.
Okay.
So yeah. So you're building 928s, 918s. Are you going camping again anytime soon?
We got back a few weeks back. We went for the weekend at my friend's cottage up in Perry Sound.
Yeah.
That was fun. And we have scheduled the last week in August to go more camping. And that's going to be the Rundle Provincial Park, which is one of my favorite places.
Okay, I've heard of that one. I think probably from you, but cool.
Love the camping, love the trailer. The trailer's perfect now.
It's like Windows has calculated the perfect time to update as soon as the stream starts. Pretty
exactly.
much. Yeah. I don't know how many times I turn on my work computer after the weekend and I get your computer will restart in 30 minutes. I'm like, really? Come on.
Yeah, our company's doing it internally now, but so they got their own little Windows update thing going on, which annoys the crap out of me because it doesn't give you an option.
Yeah, ours does the same. It's internally pushed.
Good time restarting right now. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
The worst time is when it's like you're just about to start a meeting and it pops up and like first thing in the morning, like first thing of the day, it sucks. Like I don't know if I had a meeting that day, but anyway, I just remember it being not a good time. So
Microsoft Teams says your computer's going to restart. Oh, thank you. Appreciate
that. So I've been working on the railroad. No, wait, that's not the right thing. I have been
enjoying your life.
Sure, you can say that. Let's make that. No,
are you doing any upcoming shows, or Jeffy?
I am debating. I'm debating. There's a show in Barrie. It looks like it's a
that's the one I'm thinking about. That's the one I'm thinking about because that's the day after we get back from camping.
Oh, is it? Yeah, it's like it sounds like he's only got it for a day. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna bring my castle.
It was last time, right? When I got my letter. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
The same show.
Whoops, that's the wrong way. I'm trying to move this camera.
I'm really seriously, and I haven't thrown this by Sandy yet because I don't know how she'll react to it. But I'm seriously debating about because I had such a great time last time.
Well, I'll be there this time, and we can go out for dinner afterwards. Assuming your gallbladder.
That's what got me last time.
Yeah. No, you were already in pain before dinner.
Yeah, it started around 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah, because we were there. Me and my sister popped in to see you, and you're like, "Oh, I'm not feeling 100%."
Yeah, and then it progressively got worse from there.
Yeah.
Good times. But no, but the Brick Awesome is awesome. It really is. It's a cute, fun little show. did the Etobicoke show a few months back, and that was
Mhm.
4.5 hours, and it took me just as long to set up and take down. But no,
Yeah.
that it's better. I think I'd like to go to Brick Awesome, but I don't want to commit to it because
Yeah, well,
we
like I
get home
said,
Friday from camping.
I don't think it's a full thing like you did last time. It's at the fairgrounds, and it looks like he's got a smaller space.
Okay.
It's during the Berry Fair
Oh, okay.
on the
Well, that'd be
Saturday.
interesting.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking because I mean, if you brought like Sandy and Josh came up too or whatever, they could check out the fair during
Yeah.
the day or whatever, right?
Well, I didn't know that.
Um,
I thought it was at the building. So yeah, if it's at the fair, then that's even better.
yeah, yeah. So I'm thinking of going. I haven't committed yet because I've got to figure out my timing. I actually work on the Sunday, like first thing in the morning on Sunday, so I'll have to work
Okay.
that through. But being a day, it actually makes it easier because like I can drive up. It's a couple hours away from me, so I could drive up and drive back. But I'll probably just bring, if I go, I'll probably just bring my Royal York and Union Station mock because that's small enough that can transport, and I don't have to, it doesn't take that long to set up. So, but I have to think about it over the next few days and commit.
Yeah, I want to as well. I might mention. We'll see if talk to Sandy tonight, and then we'll see what happens.
I resurrected something from the. I'd say
I saw pictures of it again. I was so happy.
Well, I mean, it hasn't been publicly posted, but yeah, I did it in our chat. So I've been pulled this guy back out because I worked on it last year, and I ran out of. Well, I had none of the orange. Well, this orange window. I didn't have these. I knew they existed, but I didn't have any, and I was using orange as a theme. So I just used the trans blue ones temporarily. But when I was ordering parts for my castle, I did manage to order a bunch of those, and I have a bunch left over. So I started working on this again, and really all I've done is replace the windows, and then I've made the roof for the section. So this will be like a walkway, but I'm still trying to fiddle with what to do in the corners because I don't like that. It looks like crap because everything's white and gray, and then you've got this little chunk of gray. They make Lego like the hard 3mm hoses, the bendable hoses. They make them in white, but they were only available in like Star Wars sets from like the early 2000s, like the Stormtrooper. And so they're not easy to come by. They're a little expensive too. So before I commit to that, I'm going to try it with a different color and see. And I've been trying to think of something else to use. Oh, hey, we got someone else joining, Mr. Matt, or at least his chest. Hey, Matt.
Hello.
How are you?
Excellent.
You remember Dave, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like from old times.
The man who has every classic space set times 8.
Pretty much.
A few.
Just a few. Do you actually have every single set, Dave?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
But do you have this set?
Obviously, Matt hasn't been watching.
Oh, I haven't. I literally just walked in and hopped on.
Oh yeah, that's fair. I'm just bugging
very
him.
nice. Very nice. Okay.
He's got 2 copies already.
Nice.
I've only got one.
People have had 4 or 5 already and going, ooh, they're beating me. That's fine.
Well, Dave, you know what? If you set a budget for $130 Canadian, and anytime you see one pop up for that price, you can buy it. You'll have as many as you want because that's the going price. So don't go on shop at home and you'll be okay, of course. But
that's okay.
Or Walmart.
I have all the. I've always said this. I have all the classic space I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
If you hear the kids in the background, they're having fun. They're just having playtime in the house.
That's cool.
That isn't a death struggle we're hearing.
Yeah.
Well.
They're playing hide and seek.
This is Josh, your son,
yeah.
Or
Josh and his friends.
They're playing hide. Okay. I didn't know teenagers played hide and seek still.
They seem it's a different generation. They seem to like playing that. I don't, as long as they're having fun, I don't ask questions.
There we go. David will join us too as well, Matt. He's just rebooting his computer, doing system updates.
Got it.
Because what better time to do it than join a chat?
That's right.
I'm just mocking him. I'm also mocking him for his love of helicopters, which we just discovered.
Oh.
Our last time we were going through sets that were coming out, every time the helicopter came up, he was like, oh, another helicopter, right? Because Lego makes so many helicopters and puts them in so many sets. But we've just discovered that that Dave has a heliport in one of his models that he built years ago.
Okay.
And as such, now I realized that he wasn't shunning the fact that Lego was having another helicopter. He was enjoying the fact that Lego had more helicopters, and he'll come in and argue that, and we'll let him do that, I guess. But
I don't know if I have mine. I don't think I have mine up here.
the
I have like
space-
an old 8844, the Technic helicopter.
Oh
And I
yeah,
have the original, what was it, 852 or 855? Whichever one, the original 3-digit Technic helicopter.
I think I'm happy to say I don't have a single helicopter built in this room. Yeah, I can officially say that.
The only one I had was the green one that was like the Riddlers from one of the Batman sets.
really? Yeah.
I like that one. That was a fun one.
That's
And
fair.
It's the only Lego helicopter I've kept around.
I have seen some designs that they've had recently that were decent. And I think it was the Friends helicopter. Friends had a nice helicopter a few years ago. And I thought it was a decent set. I didn't buy it, but I thought, okay, that actually looks like a nice helicopter. But yeah.
Helicopters are cool.
So how have you been, Matt?
Busy. First week of classes, and my body always takes 2 weeks to get ready, so there's napping the first 2 weeks, and then after that I'm fine. But so far so good.
The napping occurs like after classes are done, right? Not during.
Well, yeah, my classes are different. So like I had one that from 11 to 12, and then I came home and had lunch, and I took a 30-minute power nap, and then I went back for my afternoon class. So, you know.
Well, that's perfect though.
Yeah.
That works.
So you're pretty close to your school?
I am 5 miles or about 12 minutes. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's
That's handy.
Yes, it is. One reason we moved here. We are 10 minutes from Lego, and we are about 10 minutes from work. I mean, you know,
that's awesome.
Right? The house is in between the Lego and the work, so you know it's.
So you don't have any. So you can't say I went to the Lego store on my way home from work, because then you know you've passed your house.
There's construction detours. You had to go by the Lego
it's more like I went to my house on the way to the Lego store. Maybe that's the better way of saying it.
The Lego store is on my way to and from the regional post office where I mail.
Oh, there you go.
So
well, there you go.
I have a confession, which was when they had the 90th anniversary gift with purchase. I was selling those things like hotcakes on Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And basically it was like another 20% off if you sold the GWP.
Yeah.
So I had listed a couple, and they had sold within like, a day. And so I actually listed one that I hadn't gotten yet, but I was like planning to get. So one day I took the box with it labeled, and I took the tape packet, and I literally went in there and bought enough to get the GWP, and I walked out to the car and I put it in the box and rode to the post office and mailed it.
Wow. You're lucky they still had them.
Yes. No, I was lucky. But...
Yeah. Well, it's like those people that will list a set on eBay or whatever before it's even released, Yeah. Or someone that might, get a set shipped to them before it's actually been released. Good job, Lego, this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Which
my comment when I saw the
497, and I didn't have mine yet.
My comment when I saw that somebody got the train early, I said, I hope they put that thing on eBay for $$.
Yeah.
Take advantage of it.
Yeah.
That's right.
But I think it was actually Matt. You posted something on Facebook today about the little meme that was people that the fans, the Lego social media guys who get the set early, and they're waiting for the drop date for releasing the like announcing the set, and then the other half of the picture is another person driving by, and I know who it is, but I'm not going to go into that. Driving by with the Lego set in the back, and it's like guy who accidentally got his sent to him by Lego early. I'm like, oh god, yeah.
Yep.
Like how many people that rely on that for their YouTube numbers and stuff, right? That now won't get as much traffic. I mean, they'll still get it, but it won't be as much, right?
There'll be people who want to read reviews who are, thinking, do I want to buy the set, or what cool features does it have? And so I'm sure they'll get traffic, but not as much traffic. So
So here, I'll just pop this up anyhow. So this was the actual article. Lego accidentally.
It is a gorgeous set. I'm gonna say
I think it's beautiful. I mean, it's no helicopter for Dave, but
it is an absolutely gorgeous set, and I think people are complaining that it's 7 wide. I'm sure you can really easily change it back to 6 for regular Lego train track.
So, I don't know how. Yeah, you would think maybe, but at the same time, at the same time, I mean, there's a lot of mechanicals in there, right?
Oh, for sure.
It depends if any of the wheels do anything on the internally, like
point.
there's motion or something. I don't think there is, but yeah. So that basically what happened was Lego sent this out accidentally to customers in New Zealand who ordered the castle set. They accidentally, I don't know if they just packed the whole box in a Lego, like if they just shipped the box the way it came from Lego, or something like that, or if someone literally picked up this box and put it into an order or something. I don't know, but so yeah, a bunch of people got this set instead of the castle. Now, my question is, if I ordered a castle and I got this, what's the deal? Like, am I allowed to send it? Like, should they be sending me the castle now and I got this for free? Like, how would that work?
In the back, like, what's the scoop?
Yeah, exactly.
Send me to send it correctly. Go ahead, please.
I'm just trying to read it, see if there's any mention of that, because I mean, like, there's people that have opened it up as well.
Oh,
right?
Well, sure. The second you get it, even if it's a miss, oh, sure, I'd open it and build it.
619 Canadian, by the way.
Oh my goodness, that's more than the castle.
Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't. But yeah, so Lego actually announced it today. Was it today? I think Lego announced it. Lego officially announced it today. So there's better quality images, or quality images that have at least don't have a background behind them. But yeah, for $500 US, 619 Canadian. It's kind of crazy. But 20 characters, 4 Harry Potters, because we must have enough Harry Potters, right?
I guess they're doing different movies, right?
Because he looks so different in every movie.
I don't get it.
What Dave's saying, geez, is there anything good on TV or another YouTube channel? Nice. I might do something else.
I buy a lot of the Harry Potter sets because I like the parts, and I'll sell the minifigs on Bricklink because I don't particularly care about the Potter franchise.
Yep.
And let me tell you, most of the Harry Potters, it's very hard to tell them apart in my drawers, because they're all like blue shirt, black hair.
Exactly.
With the little birthmark thingy, or
exactly. You literally have to write on the bag like an ID of some sort, so right?
Yes.
I bought 2 copies of the original Harry Potter train, the one that was actually train track compliant.
Yeah.
And how long ago was that? I bought 2 copies because I got them cheap on sale, and I kept one. And I gave one to my nephew for his birthday when he was 8 or 9, and then 4 or 5 years ago, my brother called me up. He says, "Hey, Dave, I got this whole trunk full of Lego that you've been buying my kids for all these years for their birthdays and Christmases, because that's all I got when they're growing up. Lego. Do you want it back?" I'm going, "Don't your kids want it?" "No." "What?" So I got the Harry Potter train back. I got all the Aquanauts back, because that's the theme that was around back in the day, right? And so I got all those sets back. I got some Star Wars, original Star Wars, the little mini sets that came out in 2001. Got those back. I'm going, well, this is nice. You sure your kids don't want them? Like, whatever. They're 30, Dave. They don't want them. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's funny how that can happen, where you get things back. I mean, my nephew was the same. He loved Bionicle as a kid, so I got when he grew out of it. My sister sent it back to me, and I had no use for it, so I ended up bringing it to one of the BrickFet shows we had, and I ended up selling it there for not that much. I think it was a bin of like 40 Bionicle characters, and I think I sold it for like $100 or $200 or something like that. But that guy was happy because his kid was just getting into Bionicle, and they were pretty much done at that point. So it's like, have at it.
Yeah, have at it.
So going back to the train for a moment, I am not a train person, and I'm not a Harry Potter person, but that's a gorgeous looking train. Like,
I think it's gorgeous as well.
I would consider buying it and setting on my shelf just because it's gorgeous. I mean, it looks great.
I agree. I think it's
I'm not the target audience for this set, but even I am attracted to the set. I mean, it looks really good.
I'm just zooming in on the pictures here, and I'll put it back up on the screen.
And for someone like me, I don't care if it's an odd track size, because I'm not trying to put it into my town.
No, exactly.
Thing. I just think it's gorgeous. So
exactly.
The only other train that I own is the one that came in the Lone Ranger set, which is also a really pretty train.
I don't have that one.
Yeah, me neither.
You could probably rebrick it. I don't think any of the pieces in that set are unique.
Because we used to be in the train shows, Jeff and I, when we were doing Lego train shows, and I actually have a whole bin full of trains, the Emerald Knight and the Santa Fe's and all that stuff. But I never got. That's what I actually wanted.
So,
I had this. It was one of those things that as they were clearancing out the Lone Ranger, I made a point to search around till I found somebody that still had one. And unfortunately, I didn't get it on sale, but I at least got a copy of it. And it's the whole Lone Ranger series was great. I mean, the bank set with dark green pieces and the train with the steam engine. All the sets were great. It's unfortunate the movie bombed, but the sets were good.
And the mini pigs were cool. I mean, I have a few Tontos around here somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the pictures here, it's a beautiful looking train. I mean, I think a lot of people were hoping it would be track compatible, just because it's nice enough to run on a train track, like to run as an actual set, or to run as an actual display, or what I mean, in a train layout. But I'm guessing that it's not.
People get it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It kind of reminds me a bit of the Disney train in that, again, I'm not much of a train person, but I thought the Disney train and the train station were attractive in the way that they were.
Yeah. And I mean, I like the look of the platform as well. It's kind of an interesting, it's classic to the Harry Potter movie. That's what you would expect to see. But I like the parts in it, I guess, the colors.
Yeah. And it does look like 9 3/4. It does look like the whole thing there with the arches and everything.
And then the figure wise, it's like the figures from the first movie. I think it was the 6th movie, if I'm right.
Well, I saw Dementors there, didn't I?
There's the Dementor. Yeah, there's the Dementor. I think it was the 4th. I can't remember now. Yeah, I think it was 4 or 5 for these guys. This is the 6th movie, I think, because Luna's there. And then the last one is from the end of the 8th movie, or the 7th book, when Harry is growing up and he's got his own 3 kids. And then there's 2 randos that come with it as well that aren't actually characters in any book, but just some extra characters.
They'll be very rare because they only appear in this one.
This is very true. Well, and his kids too. The kids would be rare, and probably the conductor and the lady selling the candy and stuff, I would assume.
I was just pricing a few of my Harry Potter figures from recent sets that I've parted out, and I was very shocked to see that the Dementor only sells for $2 US. So I was like, fine, I'll keep that one. If it's only selling for $2, I'll keep it. Yeah.
Well, okay. So here's the thing, though. You expect it to sell for more, because if someone's doing a movie or a scene from Harry Potter, they're going to want like 20 or 30 Dementors, because there were a lot of them, right?
Yeah.
There was a lot of them that episode.
So that surprises me. Unless they came in a really cheap set, and that's why no one needs them.
I can't think of any set, but again, I wasn't a Harry Potter fan. I love the movies, and I got a few sets, but I didn't get them all.
Anyway, all right. Sure. I guess we'll continue talking news. Wait, did we actually ask you? Did we touch base with what you were doing, Matt?
Bring on the news.
Did we actually touch base with Matt to see what he was doing? I think busy, going first week of school. Yeah, we did talk to you about that.
Well, I do have something that I'm working on, but I'm not allowed to talk about it until the end of the month.
Wait, you got an NDA? Come on, what's guys? Spill the beans.
I do. I literally have an NDA that I signed.
3 viewers here, and
actually, there's 6 viewers, Dave.
Come on.
I'm not allowed to discuss it, but there will be pictures eventually.
Absolutely.
At the end of the month.
Is it something that we've already talked about offline and not related to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Meredith and I are working on something quite similar, but
it's all good.
Yes. And Dave didn't get asked, which actually did make me giggle. But anyway,
what I can tell you is that Lego sent out a request on the land a while ago saying that they were looking for people to restyle the Galaxy Explorer into some other themes, and I'm just going to toss that out there, and you can just run with that in your imagination. So,
Dave, if your computer has rebooted, you are allowed to join us. You don't. I was just joking about your. Well, no, I wasn't joking. I was being quite serious about your helicopter habits. But I promise not to bug you too much about it.
Dave, he can use his phone.
Forget what Jeff is saying. I want to see you on this channel.
Yeah, I want to see you too. Come on. When's the last time we had 2 Daves in the chat? Very long time. Okay. Let's just jump back into the news here. Actually, I'm just going to close that window and come back here so it looks all professional. There we go. All right. First thing up. I don't know if anybody's had a chance to watch it yet. I have. The Groot little 5-episode, 6-ish minutes an episode series has dropped today. In Disney Plus, they don't play automatically. You got to choose one and then the other. I watched all 5 and I was laughing my butt off. It was fun.
Okay, I got to watch it because I've seen everything Marvel put out so far. So.
Last week we had 2 Daves. Candice, you weren't here last week, were you?
Nope, I haven't been on in weeks.
Dave, maybe Dave had double vision? No. I don't think there was 2 Daves last week.
No, I think, wasn't I on, or was that 2 weeks ago?
It was you, Matt. I'm pretty sure.
And I'm definitely not a Dave.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, I gotta turn this light off for a minute above my head because sometimes you get like a little bit how you've been staring at something bright for a while and you get that little spot in your eyes. I have that right now, and I don't know if it's from my computer screens or that light. So, anyway, the I Am Groot series dropped. Absolutely adorable. It is Marvel canon. It kind of fits in after I think between the first and the second movie, or between the first, like it fits into the canon after the first movie, obviously because he is younger Groot. Actually, it'd probably be before the second movie, I would say, is where it fits in.
Yeah, because the second movie is already a teenager.
Well, the second movie at the end, he's already a teenager. At the beginning, he's dancing around on the big platform and battling the beast. So it's definitely around there. But there is one episode that kind of shows him going from end of the first episode to beginning of the second episode. There is one episode that shows him growing, shall we say? I guess would be a term. But anyways, it was fun.
Something to watch.
It was a hoot, and I just built the Groot minifigure or the Groot set yesterday or a couple of days ago, and it was a fun build. I don't have it down here; it's upstairs holding my baby Yoda, the little baby Yoda from the Mando set. Oh, look, someone's joining us. Hi, Dave.
He's alive.
Should I change his name to and change Daz Who to helicopter?
I think
he's got audio or video problems. He's still there. But anyway.
Jeff, I wanted to ask you, I'm on the fence about the I Am Groot set because I kind of have to make hard choices about what can fit on the shelf. On a scale of 1 to 10, how was your satisfaction with it?
He's adorable and he's pretty narrow.
Okay.
The only thing I would say is the only thing that bugs me is that his eyebrows, because they're his eyebrows are the wheel wells.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Hold on. We'll pull up an image quickly. His eyebrows are the wheel wells, and they don't quite line up with his eyeballs, and it kind of annoys me a bit. But I enjoyed the little build. It was fun. It's an adorable looking character. Can you hear us now, Mr. St. Cyr?
Yes.
Yay! Dave's here.
So I don't know if you can see it. His eyebrows don't quite line up with the eyes, and it's a fun little build. I mean. I have the mini Yoda or the baby Yoda one and stuff like that, and I bought this the second I saw this released. I pre-ordered this one because I just thought it was adorable. I didn't put stickers on it, and it still looks good. It does come with a couple extra whips, so when you get through, I think it's bag 2 or 3, you've got like 2 extra whips, like the brown vines, and they don't go anywhere, and it's like, okay, not sure why that is.
Did they make a cassette tape out of Lego?
They did, and it's actually almost the exact size of a cassette tape.
Look at that.
It
looks
awesome.
great.
I've seen other people do it, but look at that.
Yeah, it's quite nice. And there's a sticker on it.
Or is that's not brick filled up?
The holes at the bottom are a sticker, and obviously
no, it's not what the red and white stripes.
No, the bottom red and white stripes are
brick.
Are plates, and then there's a sticker, and the Awesome X2 is a sticker. So I built it without the sticker, and it still looked okay. I could run up and grab it if you want.
Because we could go to a store back because I'm this old. I could go back in the store and I could buy cassette tapes that look just like that.
Actually, I have the cassette tape here. Hold on, I'll grab it.
You have a cassette tape handy, or that you have
I don't even have VHSs in this house anymore. They all went to Value Village.
Yeah, I'm old school. I have a cassette tape handy. No, I have the cassette tape handy.
Woohoo!
Brick belt one, unstickered. Awesome. It is funny though, because the gray tile on the back here, in the actual instructions, in the instructions I think it is, the gray tile is actually on the top here, and it's this facing this way, and I couldn't figure out why there was a gray tile on top. And I'm like, I don't have a gray tile. And then I turned around and went, oh, okay. So it must have fallen off, or whoever built it backwards. But it was kind of humorous. The rest of Groot is upstairs.
I'm gonna have to get that set just for the cassette tape because that's just nostalgic.
And at Costco's in the States, at least, there's the Iron Man Hall of Armor and a I Am Groot combo pack. I don't know if it's dropped here in Canada, but I think it was $100 in the States or something like that, which is cheaper, like way cheaper than the two sets together. So
I think roughly you get the Groot for free. I don't remember what Iron Man, but I mean, I was kind of on the fence, but now I'm like, well, if I go buy the Groot, I can at least part out the Iron Man set.
Yeah, the figures and stuff. Yeah, I've sold 2 of the figures already. I think from the one I parted out. But yeah. So anyway, back to news. Oh, wait! Before we do news, Dave, how are you?
I don't know.
Have you been hovering around, waiting to join?
Yeah.
Hovering. Come on.
Hovering.
Yeah.
Helicopter joke again.
Helicopter joke. I'm sorry.
How's the new job? I think you started now.
Oh, did you start?
No, I didn't yet.
I'm sorry.
I'm like, wait, did I miss something? Apparently,
no, I didn't.
Okay.
So I'm back at the old job.
How's the old job? That's what
same old. Same
crap, different day.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. So,
but I did get some building done.
Really? Cool.
Yes. I made a spaceship.
Yes. Let's get you bigger here.
I like that.
No, this one. There we go.
I like the use of the struts there.
Yeah.
It's actually not my entire design. It was I was inspired by I watched a show called Octotron 1131. It's a brick animated. It's a brick animated show, and it's a series of brick films, and it depicts Futurons colonizing a planet, and it's really slow. It's really the pace is really slow. The story is like very, very slow going, but I mean it's in the mood of classic space. So, and it's in German, so you have to watch it with the subtitles if you want to understand something. The creator did start putting out the same videos in English about episode 15, I think, and now it's on episode 33. But I got inspired from one of his mock in his video that he was inspired by someone else. So it's an inspired mock of an inspired mock. So this is my version. And so the struts on the back is actually not my idea, but I kind of figured out how to get them attached that way. So, and I got the reactor facing on the opposite side. So, and I got, of course, because it's in like the mood right now, I got the landing gear to be folding in, folding out. So
awesome.
That's good. That's how you do things. Do it the right way.
I'm trying to find this YouTube builder that you're talking about, and I can't find it. But
I'm gonna drop it in the comments later.
Sure. Okay. Sounds good.
So
anyway, okay.
I got to building because Lego messed up my order on the 10,497. I did finally get my order in.
Mm-hmm.
Proof. That's one of the 2 I got. I haven't had the chance to build them yet, but I'm probably gonna do that Friday because I have Friday off. So, but I had to email Lego last Friday saying, "Hey, where the hell are my kits?
Yeah,
I ordered them on June 17. Where are they?" And they were released on August 1st. We're now August 6th. Where are my kits?
Yeah.
And magically on Friday night, my shipping got updated to express shipping.
Okay.
And then on Saturday, I got an email from Lego saying, from customer service, hey, we just look at your order and it says that it's delivered. So yay for you.
Nice. So it
But
was.
they didn't answer my question. My actual question to Lego was, why the hell did I pre-order that kit if it's not going to ship on August 1st?
Yeah.
And they didn't answer my question. And the kit got delivered to my house on Saturday when I was not there.
Mm-hmm.
It was the only day of the whole week that I wasn't home. It got delivered and it got just dumped on my porch, and it spent the whole day there.
Jeez.
It was lonely.
Luckily, the kids were there when I came home because I live in a safe neighborhood, and thanks to my neighbors who aren't crooks. But I mean, come on, Lego, you should do better. Lego needs to do better.
Do better. Do better. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to. I still have this weird. Anyway, go ahead.
So I got my kits. So and I've been watching Dave modify his version of the LL918, and I'm probably gonna do the same and have the landing gear put up. And
it's definitely Chris inspired. So I started it, and then Chris jumped on, and he said he was modifying his, and then he showed me pictures of his, and I said, "Ooh, that guy again." Ooh, kittens.
But unlike Dave, I'm probably not gonna limit myself to the pieces in the kit. I'm just
challenge, I'll tell you, because I could have done this just by getting those little 3x2 wing plates and been done with it. Like days before. Like I'm looking at it now.
I'm going to go the easy way and use pieces out of the box because
it was just but it's fine. I did it and I'm happy. So it took a week. Yeah, so we did the pre-order too, and we kept on getting emails. Like Sandy ordered the second she could order it. I don't know when that was. Like it was a long time ago. We completely forgot about it, really. And then we kept on getting updates. Oh, your package is almost ready to ship. Oh, we're almost there. And then we got an email saying, "Oh, it's been shipped." And that was, we were away camping on the long weekend.
That was what, the 29th?
Yeah, so we were camping on the long weekend. I was expecting it at the house when I got home, and it wasn't there on the Monday and on the holiday. And then Sandy goes, "Well, let's call Sherway. Maybe they have one."
Yeah.
So, and they said they were out of stock, but they're getting the truck in the next day at 10 o'clock in the morning. So Sandy called at 10 the next morning and put one aside. And then she says, "Let's go to Sherway Gardens for dinner." So okay. So we drove into Toronto, which is always an expedition. But so we picked it up, and then I got to build the 918. Woohoo! And then it was, I think it was 2 days later when our actual pre-order showed up at the door. So it's like, what's the point of pre-ordering?
Well,
exactly.
I mean, we were having this discussion before. Yeah. I mean, I have the luxury of living near a store, which is not everybody does. I get that, but I only pre-order, honestly, if I'm doing it to lock in a gift with purchase, because if I really want it, it's more efficient to just go to the store.
Just grab it.
Yeah, I mean, most of us.
Sherway goes through stock so fast, and so like when we called on Tuesday, they don't know, we don't have any. The 104097 just walked out the door the second they opened it on Tuesday morning. Our stores, Monday was a holiday.
Atlanta stores did not sell out.
Oh wow,
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, they are now, though. Obviously, I would assume, but
I was in there this week. They had it on the shelf.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant the gift for purchase. Sorry.
When I was there on Wednesday, they still had it on the shelf, but I saw during the time I was there, 4 walked out the door. So it's like,
how many of those were yours?
I got Sandy put one aside for me, so it was nice.
Yeah. I mean, I get that I wouldn't get it on August 1st. I totally get that, but at least it should like ship out on August 1st, so I could get it like 2, 3, 5 days later.
mid-COVID, you could order a set from Shop at Home, and it would be shipped out the next day, and it would be on the FedEx truck within 24 hours of that next day.
Yeah.
If not on that next day. If I ordered something on Monday, I would usually have it by Wednesday or Thursday. And something happened halfway through COVID that I think they, for Ontario and probably Quebec too, it looks like when they ship it out, when they say label created, I think they're putting it on a transport truck and they're driving it 200 kilometers into Mississauga, or 100 kilometers, whatever the distance is from Niagara Falls to Mississauga. And at that point, they unload it and it goes they unload it at FedEx and it goes. But I think that truck only runs once or twice a week, if not, I guess. And I think that's what's causing the delay, is that they're waiting to fill up a transport truck, probably to save on fuel and things like that. Like maybe that's why they're doing it. Or because of the man hour. Like maybe they don't have enough people working there because, like everyone else, they're low in bodies. I don't know. I mean, I'd volunteer to go work there if I could get paid in Lego.
I wonder if it's possible that during COVID, with the retail store shut down, if maybe they shifted some workers to the warehouse, so they had maybe more hands in the warehouse
during that time. Yeah, it could be.
I can see that.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I gotta do something with them.
But yeah, that's my theory at least. And it absolutely sucks right now. I agree. Like, if I want a set, like I ordered a set Friday last week, and I just got the shipping notification this morning, and it's probably not going to be here by Friday, which is what I kind of wanted it, because I'm going to be like seeing someone that wanted one of those sets, right? So it's like, ugh. So I don't know. And I'm going to be gone for 3 days next week, so I might be sitting on my front step for 3 days. We'll have to see. Actually, hold on. As we're talking, I'm hitting F5 right now on my tracking. And oh look, Niagara Falls label created.
Label created.
But
I got enough notification that my label was created on July 29th. I didn't get the set until August 7th.
A week later, more than a week later.
Yeah.
Anyway, should we get back to the news before we
Yes.
we lose all our 6 viewers? Hi, 6 viewers, by the way. No one news joining us for the record.
We were talking about the Hogwarts train.
We were talking about the helicopter. What? Hogwarts what? Oh yeah, we actually finished talking about the Hogwarts train.
Oh.
Now we're going to talk about the Hogwarts helicopter.
Yes. No. We kid because we love you, Dave. Sorry, that's the wrong one. There.
Yeah, make me big. Woo!
This is just today, actually, in England. Speaking of Lego stores, the new Leicestershire, I can never say that, Square store. They had it open and they did a remodel of it, and they had a grand opening today for Lego's 10th anniversary or 90th anniversary.
90th.
Sorry. So there's some shots of it. It's the largest Lego store in the world. And they have a whole history section, which is kind of ironic because, hey, we're talking about the 90 years of Lego right now. They have like a section that goes all the way through the years of Lego and talking about it. Although I'm looking at this 1930s, and as I scroll down, I'm seeing a horse here with that is actually a wooden horse, I guess. Okay, I thought that was the Lego horse.
Consulted Gary for that, because Gary is like the most useful historical knowledge of Lego that I've ever seen.
Yeah, I have no idea, dude. But going into the 70s, there's our classic space guy.
I mean, what's the purpose of adding that kind of feature to a store?
Makes it an attraction. It's a little museum.
Yeah, but are you gonna sell away more sets because you have?
But I mean, they've got a 499.
They're gonna have more walk-ins. That's for sure. But
yeah. And they got a Groot sitting in there in the 1978 section.
Look at the tractor, Jeff. That's awesome.
Yeah, I remember that tractor. I always wanted that tractor.
One of the few sets that Jeff and I have in common.
I don't have that tractor.
You said you had that tractor.
I might have some of the parts. I don't have that tractor.
I thought you said you told me. I thought we managed. Oh.
It's a set I always wanted. I had the go-kart.
Oh, okay.
I had this one. I can't point at the anyways. But yeah, then there's a regular Lego store, obviously attached to this. They have a new pick-a-brick, the new design pick-a-brick, which are the glass containers, which kind of to me looks like there's a bit of wasted space here. Like every other block is. I get it, they're Lego and they're stacked together, but
block,
but still, I mean, they do hold more. In the
But see, the studs are off. The studs are offset it's the
More
it's
space
a
for
new
Lego,
thing right now.
Yeah.
not more space for space.
I wonder if I would assume they do actually stack on top of each other, but well, maybe not. I don't know because this one doesn't
It
have the
could be
holes
just
in the
built
bottom.
in.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like ours in Sherway or the ones in Ontario. Well, I guess they're all the same because
Well,
I saw
the standard
in
ones.
Florida.
Yeah. The build a minifigure actually has a better layout, if you ask me.
That's
Better
nice.
than those little
Yeah.
cubby holes that
Yeah,
you got to
yeah,
through.
because you can look through the bins and
Yeah.
see what you're
And they're more
trying to
spread
find.
out instead of having like
Yeah.
8 bins. It's a lot more. Oh, and there's 2 of them too.
But
There's a couple.
I'm guessing it would become messier because if
Yeah.
you start looking through those bins, and the heads are gonna go
Heads will roll.
heads
Heads
will
will
roll.
They have the build a minifig, the custom build a minifig thingy there too, which is something you have to reserve for. So it's not something you can just walk in and do. You do have to make reservations for it, at least currently. They have a Lego Tree of Creation type display.
Yes, I would like to make a reservation for making my own minifig, please.
Lego's London Bus. You know, it's probably easier just doing this.
Ooh, I like that.
They have a Harry Potter display. More Harry Potter. It is England
I
after
like
all.
Shakespeare there. That's kind of cute.
Yeah.
Is that the Doctor?
Sorry,
Last one.
with this one? Which one?
Oh, it's Harry Potter.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
Gringotts.
I want to say the gnome from Harry Potter, but I don't think
James
they're gnomes.
Bond.
Yeah, that's a nice one. That's actually probably the best DB5 they've made so far. Considering it's like the minifig one, don't get me wrong, the minifig one, the Speed Champions one is pretty sweet, but compared to the actual full size or the actual larger scale model, I like the look of this one better. But if I had to say anything, I would say this one's the best because it actually is, full scale. Anyway, another shot of that. They have a limited edition. Oh, they have the actual buildable duck set
The duck.
there, which is
We built
interesting.
that at the Anime North out of the 2x4 bricks that they gave us for the 90th anniversary. So.
And that's apparently all the pictures. So anyway, it's a slow news week in case I didn't mention it because I'm showing things like that. The new gift with purchases.
They go spoil themselves. So.
They did, and we already talked about that one too, so that didn't help either. Lego's gift with purchase right now is a pencil holder. This little kit here, it's a dots kit.
We talked about it.
We did, but it is available now, and I did confirm that tan cone is a new part. Oh. It's not available anywhere. So if you're looking to build tan rockets there, Davey, or
either Dave.
You just need to buy 4 of those gift with purchases so you can actually outfit.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, it's only for €65, so
it's no problem.
Yeah, it's a lot better than
Yeah, because we have to actually get the gift with purchase. We cannot order it from Bricks and Pieces because that thing is broken.
Wow, Dave, you've gotten so bitter in the past 2 weeks. No, I'm just joking.
It's from all the helicopter jokes.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. It's my fault.
Rise above it, Dave. Rise above it.
So this was announced today as part of Lego's 90th anniversary, and we will go more into the 90th anniversary stuff. But as far as I can tell, this is only an American exclusive.
Yeah.
Which, shame on you, Lego and Walmart. So Walmart has a deal going on now where Lego and Walmart together, when you spend I think it's over $50 in Lego between now and the 24th of August, which is like for a week. And upload your receipt to their page by August 31st. You will get with $50 purchase, you will get this set sent to you as a Lego gift to this mini castle. Again, it's no P.O. boxes. And based on the page, which I'm just going to click on now because why not? It doesn't say anything about North America or not, but let's just try. Let's just redeem an offer and see what happens.
Well, you need the receipt.
No, I realize that, but I'm just trying to see if it allows me to do something from Canada. We know Quebec would be out of that. Oh, terms and conditions. Let's check that out. Control F USA or United. Offer good in all 50 United States and DC, its territories and military addresses. So yeah, American only.
US only.
Crappy news. Who brought that news to us? Jeez.
Do any of you desperately want it? I could help you out.
Well, if you have a receipt, I would take one, but
I
don't go buying Lego on my behalf. Like,
I'm assuming the receipt has to be fairly recent.
I think it has to be a receipt for the past week or two or whatever.
Yeah.
But
anything in the last week or two.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that I want it. It's just it's a unique thing, right?
Yeah. No, I agree. And Lego
and
promised to stop doing.
Yeah, that was my point, Matt. The Lego had promised that they weren't going to do that anymore. And
do you think that's a polybag type thing, based on what's in there? I thought it'd be like a polybag set, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
So maybe they will have that somewhere else as a polybag at some point.
Or gift with purchase, or
gift with purchase. Yeah. Anyway, and apparently I opened.
Or probably on the VIP account that you can redeem for points or something like that.
So I missed this last week, but we did talk about this in the past. New Elementary had a. How did it get all the way down to the bottom? I didn't mean to do that. Control home. Sorry. New Elementary had a contest where you needed to you could design unique new parts that Lego should create, but the deal was to build it in larger scale, so it wasn't just someone's digital rendering.
Create your new parts using
in a larger scale. Yeah. So there were a bunch of entries for this, and I thought some of them were really cool. Obviously, we have things like, oh, hold on, how did I scroll all the way down? The jumper plate, the double-sided jumper plate, a ball joint plate with the ball end as well. The Technic connector with an axle instead of a pin out of the back. Wait, hold on.
No, there's not one of those yet.
Wait, we have one. Oh, it's an axle hole here.
Yeah.
I can't because it's moving. It's an axle hole versus a solid hole or something. Anyway, some kind of a hinge type design. An inverted cheese slope, yes please. An axle with a ball joint on the end, or the opposite of a ball joint on the end, the ball socket, I guess. 1x1 round jumper piece. Double-sided plate. We saw that one previously. Another one of those. A speed controller switch for power functions. Okay. Corner snot bricks in the 2x2.
I like that.
Yeah,
that
that's
could
pretty
be cool.
This looks like something they used to have years ago in space or in some of the
rescue line thing. The minifig.
Yeah, but I remember there used to have something as well that was I want to say an insectoids or something. It was in a dark gray. They had something similar to this, but anyway, I can see what they're getting at, so you can connect bars to it and stuff. This piece is kind of interesting. It's not system at all, other than the fact that it's all bars from 6 angles, but still kind of interesting. I guess someone wants to build a dice.
It also looks like one of those World War II mines that they would put in harbors.
Yeah, this is true too. Those we saw a few minutes ago, the corner bricks. Anyway, it's just kind of an interesting idea. It's kind of seeing some of the stuff. Oh, the opposite of the clip, having a bar piece instead of a clip. That'd be kind of interesting.
You haven't gotten to the one I really want though.
Oh, what's that? I guess we're getting there.
The masonry corner brick.
Oh yeah, that one was in here too, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm still trying to scroll down, which is
there. It is.
There
oh yes,
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Breeze. Send me that.
I could agree with that 100%.
And again, even if they made it, you couldn't order it on Bricks and Pieces.
Dave, I'm sorry. Right? You've had a rough Lego week.
But the other piece that I would dearly love, even though it's not
inverted 2x2 tile
modular, it's the double-sided brick, because there are lots of ways to invert things, but it sure would be nice sometimes to just have a single piece you could snap in there and invert. Now you're building upside down. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Oh, the corner gutter piece, definitely. This one I've always wanted. There's a lot. We're not going to scroll through them all, but I don't know who the winner is yet. I don't think there's been voting on it as of yet, but we'll come back to it when we see what the winner is, I guess.
Are we supposed to vote? Because I definitely want to vote.
Hold on, let me find out here. There's still 3 weeks left until entries close. So this was July 31st. So voting hasn't started yet, Matt.
Okay, cool.
But you can design a piece still. There's time for that.
No, I'm busy.
Okay.
I will freeload off of other designers.
Yeah. So as I was saying, slow news week. So they did add, there were 3 days of new parts added. Obviously, when the castle came out, the new castle parts came out with these beautiful arches and this nice inverted curvy piece. And we won't talk about the classic gray or the gray space helmets in light gray that everybody's been waiting for because we only have one in shiny gray. And yes, Sancier, we know if it doesn't matter anyhow because you can't order them on bricks and pieces.
Yeah,
I get it. But it's still, nice to see the corner in light gray as well for the curvy piece. There was that one. I haven't looked at the other two, or have I?
I like the wide variety of shield colors you get, including from the original Yellow Castle and the.
I think that's beautiful. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I want to buy a few copies of the set. One of the reasons why I haven't gotten any copies of the set is because
in there. They didn't have full pack.
Yeah, they do. They have.
They had lots.
No, they have.
And Captain Xavier said on Chris's stream that there was a shield there that wasn't made.
This shield.
Back in
This
back
shield
in the days.
Yeah, it was black and white, not black and gold or black and yellow.
No, they never had the battle axes on the shield. They were only on a torso.
Oh, okay, that's it then.
So that's new. And I mean, this is one of the original Yellow Castle.
Original.
Yeah.
As is this one. They're still missing 2 of the original Yellow Castle ones. This was a shield that existed in the Yellow Castle era, but it wasn't with the Yellow Castle guys.
Yeah.
And then this one is, I'm not sure, 100% sure if this is new. I mean, it's a different variation of these two. I don't know if it's coming anything else. It might have. I'm trying to remember, but I don't remember. But there's also like the dark green tree, the dark green leaf piece. These are new parts, new colors. And then the next, I'm surprised you guys aren't freaking out more about this helmet in light gray. But okay, because it's in dark gray as well in the past couple of weeks too, because it came in the subset, one of the creator subs, I think it was. Anyway, that guy.
Again, how can we get excited? You cannot order it.
I'm sorry,
Just
Dave.
saying. Just
You
saying.
have to wait for it to show up on Burkina when they buy massive amounts of sets and part them out, and then you
At
place them.
75% above price, yeah, or 15% above.
Only if it doesn't sell, you'll probably end up paying full price.
I'm pretty sure those will sell.
Yes.
Pencil holder is not available here in Canada. What? Has been delayed. Oh, I did not know this. It's okay. I wasn't buying Lego this week anyhow. There was a few of the Mario pieces as well. The only ones here that are really not printed are the inverted in orange, I would say. Is that orange or bright orange? Yeah, that's orange. And then yellow, the yellow nipple piece is what they're calling it. I can't think of a better name. Matt looked up when I said that. Sorry.
Nipple piece.
Very racy. This.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what that piece is called. People have been calling it that baby bottle end. I don't know. What do you call that? 1x1 round with bar? What do they call it? Plate 1x1 with 3.2 shaft and 1.5 hole.
Oh, that's
so. I mean, which one's better? That's all I'm saying. Which one's better?
Putting the adult fans of Lego. I see.
And also because the pencil holder set, there's the cone. Oh, I didn't realize it's the hollow cone. Still not available on tan, but that could actually be more useful for rocket type stuffs, maybe, possibly. I don't know. Come on, don't you want to do a classic space tan like ship?
No.
A sandy version, like your like maybe your classic spaceship got deserted on some kind of tropical sandy beach.
No.
And you have sandy. Anyways, I'm just I'm poking fun at someone anyway.
I'm not Hasbro. I don't remake my models in different shades of colors.
And as I said, slow news week, but I did pull this up because this is like Canadian sales on Amazon, and it got me that 28% off right now for the Super Mario block already. And I'm like, wow, is it? That's interesting that they've got it on sale. Kind of threw me off. A bunch of other sets too, but that one caught my eye as kind of interesting. 25% off the bag tags as well, which comes with the letter tile pack if anybody wants those.
Oh, by the way, Shop at Home has the Queer Eye Loft set for like 20% off.
Is it? Let's check it
Yeah.
out.
It's been 20% off multiple times already. This is a bomb. This is not selling well.
Yeah. Which sucks. I mean, I
bought.
But I mean, what was Lego thinking doing that set? I mean, it was obvious it was not going to sell.
I mean, I don't blame them for trying. There's pop culture things that sell surprisingly well, and then there's some that bomb. But
yeah,
I bought it when it was 20% off. I think for like in the U.S. it was like Black Friday special, just because I wanted the white masonry bricks, which it has a ton of them in there. So I bought it and I just flipped the minifigs and I got the masonry bricks for like $30 or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's some cool other decorative parts.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of parts in there.
Some of the stickers are kind of cool.
Yeah.
So especially if you do the inside and you do modulars, there's some nice living room type, apartment pieces in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean for $79, I'd say it's reasonably priced. How many pieces is it? Oh, 900 pieces. So it's definitely under 10 cents a piece. So
yeah, right now it's a good deal because it's 20% off. But yeah, you're on the US side.
Silly website. 119 Canadian.
Yeah.
For $9. Okay, now it's not worth it. Isn't that insane? That it's $40 more in Canada.
Yeah.
For a $100 set. Like, did they increase the price and then put it on sale? Anyway.
Well, it's not 100. It's 112.
Yeah, 112, but the set on the American site was $99 regular on sale for $79.
Yeah.
So, I'm just saying that's like $32 difference in sale price even.
Yeah.
And $39, $40 in retail. Anyway, it just seems high. Anyway, okay.
But like Matt said, it's not selling, so it's not surprising.
I honestly think that if you are patient, you will get it at even lower price.
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, this thing got discounted within like the first 3 months that it came out. Like they were doing like triple VIP points within 2 months of it coming out. It's just not moving.
That's crazy. Sorry, I'm just bringing those pages back because I actually want to check something out in a moment. The 90 years of play. So Lego, today is their party. They had a little birthday party and stuff, and I forgot to find the article about that one. Actually, I hadn't seen a site that was posting an article about what happened. But Lego employees did get their very own 90th anniversary gift, and it's actually surprising what they got. It made me kind of go, what? So things that have happened today, Lego Group, they've been building up to the 90th anniversary. They've had some new sets, the 90 Years of Play creator set, the Galaxy Explorer, as we've been saying, the Lion King Castle. They revamped the Lego store in Leicester Square. I think I said that right. It reopened today. They also made today World Play Day, which they announced yesterday.
Oh, you cleared your calendar for World Play Day.
Yeah. Yeah, like, thanks for giving us a notice. Hey, sis, by the way, welcome. Sleeping in. She's having dreams about new cars, new used cars, new cars. Anyway, she picked it up yesterday. So
hi, Yvonne.
Dave's running a few seconds behind. Sorry, Dave. Just there was a delayed response. But anyways, Lego employees also received their own unique gift to celebrate the 90th anniversary. Lego designer George Gillett, most recently responsible for the 90 Years of Cars polybag, there was that set too, which I did see in Walmart the other day, has taken to social media to reveal exactly what he and his colleagues have been given. You ready? Just received the employee-exclusive 90-year play timeline board game. Can't wait to play it and celebrate 90 years of creative play. So they got a board game. I'm not sure. There's no real pictures of what the board game is, just the back and the front. It has cards, so I don't know if it's like Monopoly style, but I thought that was kind of an interesting thing that I was expected to maybe be a set of some sorts because they tend to do that. But it'll be interesting to see what this board game.
So for their 90th anniversary, Lego gave the employees Not bricks.
Not brick. Well, there might be bricks in the game. It might be something brick built in the game, but again, it just seemed weird. Like you would expect. Like, historically, for Christmas, they get a set and stuff like that. So I was assuming it would be some kind of a set or something if they were doing anything at all. But I don't know. Again, it just seems lackluster. So today's stuff, basically, they were doing the entire 24-hour period. They were having like little mini build type stuff for kids and families to participate in. I think there were 90 seconds or 60 to 90 second little mini build sessions where, it's like, okay, build this, and you get 90 seconds. I'm not sure exactly how it would work. I think it was more just for at home. Okay, kids, build this, because that's what they're telling us to build right now, and you can judge internally who it is or who wins. I didn't read the email. I'll be honest with you. I've been busy with work the past couple of days, and I didn't get a chance to actually see it. So I don't know if anybody else, I read the email they got about it, but that was the gist I got from what I did read, because I'm a horrible news person, apparently.
They're a wonderful news person, Jeff.
But there was an article in World Play Day, so maybe it's actually in here because I haven't read this article yet. So the Lego Group will celebrate 9 decades of fan creativity, helping children reach their full potential. We host first ever World Play Day, a full day of play-packed global events, collaborating and surprising, dedicated to helping families and communities play more. History of the company.
On a Wednesday.
Yes, because, parents aren't working today because it's a holiday, right? It's the 90th anniversary. 90th birthday. We should have a holiday for Lego. This should be a holiday.
And Matt and his fellow Americans aren't back to school.
Yeah, exactly. That was the other thing too, right?
I'm teaching. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, he's saying you guys are all back to school. We're not. At least the southern states are.
Yeah, you guys can play. Yes.
Yeah. But you guys can't.
That's true. That is very true.
From 90-second play challenges to games that take just minutes, the Lego Group and Lego Foundation has perfect playful activities for any family's schedule that you're not working around. I guess if you're on vacation. The day's play-packed roster is full of inspiration to help families and communities find a quick and simple moment of playful joy, whatever their age, location, or interest. Oh, so you could play at work apparently because they said location.
Yeah, I'm sure my boss wouldn't mind.
So they're opening up a vibrant new play space in West Harlem, inspired by local children. I heard there was a few places that they were opening up some kind of a play space as well, not just in West Harlem, but so 24 hours, exciting play ideas, building challenges, and what brick are you quiz? What brick are you? Dave, Cowdice, what brick are you, man? I don't know how to answer that.
I'm a black 2x4.
Dave's a blueprinted LL928 brick.
I'm a masonry brick, clearly.
I guess I don't want to be that wedge plate that I use in the castle, but I guess technically that would probably suit me best right now, since I have the use for it. But and they unveiled a playful 94,128 piece Lego birthday cake, and inviting fans of all ages to experience a world of play. So why couldn't you make it a 90,000 birthday cake? 94,128. Anyways, okay. I'm done with that. I'm off my high horse. So we did mention this last week that Lego was posting these years of play facts, and I said maybe we'd review them. I don't know if we want to. We can go over a few of them. Maybe we can do 10 or 20 a week or whatever for the next little while or something. I don't know. What are your thoughts? You want to do that?
Lego
Yeah,
facts?
sure.
Because we could start with the first one. Only one Lego set contains the goats. We talked about it last week. It's like, really, Lego?
Really?
Here's our first fact. Rub it in a little bit.
Trolling us.
Trolling. Thank you. I gotta figure out how to do next. It's been a while. So number 2, Norway became Lego's second market in 1953. Lucky Norway. Of course, Lego bricks weren't the same back then, so
Did they have Lego bricks in 1953? Were they still in
I think
the
so.
wooden toys?
That's a good question. 1953. So when was the first Lego? Well, when's the patent filed for the Lego brick? Wasn't the patent filed in?
I don't remember.
Lego brick. I spelled patent completely wrong. 1958, the Lego brick is patented. So technically, 1953. So no, I guess there was wooden toys at that point. Although I thought wooden toys, I thought they created the bricks back during wartime.
They had the injection molding machine at 49,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
My favorite
those rattles and stuff like that. They get the automatic binding brick a little after that, but it wasn't. 58 is the patent with the studs and tubes.
Okay.
My favorite part.
Non-tubes was before that.
Okay. Your favorite part, Matt?
My favorite part of the Lego store employee training is when you go through and you watch the history of Lego, and it's like, and the factory burned down, and they rebuilt, and then the factory burned down again.
Let's just get to that point.
And
3 fires destroyed workshops.
Maybe you should switch to plastic instead of wood.
And that's funny because the third fact is that there were 3 fires that destroyed the workshops and factories belonging to the Christensen family in 1924, 1942, and 1960. After that, they were no longer allowed to be insured, so they couldn't burn the place down. No, I'm just joking. That is technically a helicopter since here. It has propellers. I'm just joking. That's a nice seaplane. He's not talking to me anymore. I'm getting this.
You're trying to drive off one of your 3 guests. I see how
I am. I'm not. I love Dave. I love both Dave. I love Matt too.
Because I'm not consistent at all.
The funny thing is, the only one I haven't met this year is Dave. I've met Dave before, but I haven't gotten a chance to see him this year.
Yeah.
Which Dave?
Dave.
Sincere. Dave's.
Yeah, it comes out. I'm the guy who's far away from.
Yeah.
You're 6 hours away. Dude, you're 6 hours away.
Well, 4 hours for me. Well,
that's a good point.
Yeah, about 4 hours for me. Anyways, fact 4: Lego produced 4 sub-themes of adventurers between 1998 and 2003: Desert, Jungle, Dino Island, and Orient Expedition. I remember those. I think I had most stuff.
Dino Island was my favorite.
Yeah. Orient Expedition kind of got a little weird.
Yeah.
Because they had those weird animals like the Yetis that were just like. I think that was the beginning of juniorization more too, around that point. But yeah. 5 named minifigures were introduced with the Pirates range in 1989. So before that, they didn't have names. That was the Blackbeard, I think.
The names were ARG 1 and ARG 2 and ARG 3.
Maybe.
And I think that's the first non-printed, the printed non-smiley. It had the.
Yeah, I think that was around the same time. Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually got.
The Pirates that were their first.
Captain had that beard on him or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
Number 6: when the newest factory in Vietnam opens during 2024, Lego will be manufacturing in 6 countries. So.
In 2024.
In 2024. So.
That's 2 years from now. So.
Yeah.
You're gonna do. I think we're gonna do the spreadsheet for 2 more years, Jeff.
Well, we'll be doing it long beyond that because Vietnam is not going to help production of Lego here, or at least we should start a spreadsheet for how long does it take to get your Lego order shipped. I'm just joking. Don't go there, Dave. The new Loop coaster is the 7th model from the popular Fairground collection, and I'm like, really? There were 7 already? And now I'm having FOMO because I don't have any of them.
There was the haunted house.
Oh yeah, the haunted house one. That's right too. I forgot about
the
that.
Fairground mixer, the
fairground
carousel,
carousel.
The first
2 carousels. There's two. Oh no. Yeah. There's 2 carousels.
Are they counting the first one as one of the 7? Though? I don't know.
I don't know. So this is where I'm wondering if I should do some research and maybe do this into some kind of videos or something like that. Like go over these. I was kind of tempted to do it. It's like that's just a lot of work. So if someone else wants to take it over, by all means. But it'd be kind of interesting to see how this breaks down. Of course, when you get into like the 60s and you have to there's 62 sets of this theme. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to do a video for that. No. Number 8, there 3 unusual 8-in-1 creator sets were released during 2006 rather than the usual 3-in-1 sets. That was during the What Will You Make time, I think, wasn't it?
Probably.
When we did when our group did they came to the Toronto Zoo, and they had a little event there and stuff. like the Jake McKee was doing a road trip for those. I think it was. I think that was back then. Anyway, among the 10 largest sets,
They should really do like a 5-in-1 set just to blow everybody's mind at some point.
Among the 10 largest sets, 9 have been released within the last 5 years.
That's not surprising.
I'm wondering how up to date that is now that the new Hogwarts train has been announced. Yeah, that's not surprising at all. The French footballer Zinedine Zidane became the first real person portrayed as an official minifigure in 2000, featuring his number 10 on his shirt. So that was for the soccer line.
It's Zinedine Zidane.
Okay. I'm sorry, I pronounced it badly. Is he French?
Yes, well,
Yes.
he's French Moroccan, okay. So
Algerian,
yeah.
I worked for the MC Morocco. They hated
Zidane.
When I worked for the Moroccan embassy, they hated the Algerian, their rivals, and so they never talked about him.
My sister's listening on the car radio now.
Hi, Yvonne.
Hi, Yvonne. Yeah. The 42113 Boeing Bell V12 Osprey was canceled just days prior to its intended release.
Again,
11
days. Rub it in, Lego. Troll us.
I mean,
all right, that's what the helicopter said, isn't it, Dave?
Dave wanted that one. I didn't start that one. That was
I didn't want that set, but I didn't get why Lego canceled it.
I get why they canceled it, but I actually did want that set. It's my first Technic set that I wanted in a long time. It looked really cool.
Because I don't get why they canceled it, because they had like 2 protesters outside a London store, and that's when they pulled the plug.
I had heard it was because it is actually that there wasn't a commercial use for that set. They marketed it as a rescue vehicle, helicopter, but it is actually only got military uses currently.
Yeah, but the only people who pointed that out were the 2 protesters outside the Lego store in London.
Okay.
And they got their picture taken on social media, and that's when Lego pulled the plug.
Interesting.
You're just sore because it was a helicopter.
No, there was also there was also an issue in the way it was built, though. Too, there was something in the gearing that would break parts.
That wasn't the set where you actually have to break something to take it apart,
or something like that. Yeah, I don't remember. There was something with
another set that was actually released in the first week. People realized they couldn't take it apart.
Oh well, that was the AT-AT, but there is a way to take that apart. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was something with the Osprey that was causing it was a mechanical issue. But
they had mechanical issue before, and they just printed out a fix or ended out.
With Wall-E, they pulled it from the shelf for like a month and a half, and then they fixed it.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
Yeah, that was a bad example of being afraid of being afraid.
Yeah, but so as a point though, I find it interesting that Lego is mentioning the fact that we went to create something and then pulled it out. Like they've kind of mentioned one of their failures as a fact, and I think that's kind of cool too, because hey, we effed it up. Or we effed up something, and hey, we're embracing it. We're not hiding that.
We're taking credit for it.
Yeah, I mean, they could have. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know who their fact grabber was, but could he not find something better for number 11? I don't know. Maybe not. 12. We'll go up to like 15, and then we'll stop for now. The most recent Space Sub-Theme Galaxy Squad included 12 sets. Fun.
And I bought all of them.
Only 2 of them.
I bought all of them too.
I don't think I think I have the smallest of the sets. I never
have them all, and it was a great team.
What year was Galaxy Squad?
Beat me in space sets now. I don't like that.
It was still for sale when I was an employee, so I don't know, 2017?
No, probably
2015?
2015, I think.
That's true. I moved away 5 years ago, and I stopped being an employee 6 months before I moved.
So I wrote Galaxy Squad.
You're not gonna get squat on this search.
That
Well,
takes
I
you
actually
to a
did-
bodybuilding page where they show you how to do galaxy squats.
I actually did get a hit. That's what scares me.
Galaxy squat. It sounds like an exercise video. You're
2013.
doing galaxy squats now.
2013.
Arnold Schwarzenegger will teach you how to do the galaxy
Oh no,
squat.
here's the pump for you up.
It's a tumor.
Let the tumor up.
It's
Well, thank you for
It's
going
not
that
a
direction. Thank you for going that direction instead of the squat direction that I was thinking. I only had the mini map.
You're not the guy
20,
like
2013 for the record. So Matt, your math is a little off.
sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm
But-
just saying.
But I will say, I am not a big mech fan, but the orange
Yeah.
mech that came in the Galaxy Squad was a lot of fun to build.
That's
And the teal colors, the light azure and dark azure, look great on the big ship.
No, I have to find the big ship.
Yes.
Not that one. Which one's
no
the big ship?
It's the most expensive set.
It's a rover actually with the
This one.
ship on top. No, not that one.
Oh, okay. Wait.
Keep
are you-
going.
Yeah,
oh,
that
this
one.
There.
The Galactic Titan.
Okay. Yeah, I was 2013. I was still had younger kids and not the budget for buying Lego. I think. Apparently,
got
it's
them
either
all.
that or something else was better that was out at that time in my
Well,
head.
When those kids are young, you could just give them the Lego box and they'll have fun with that.
This is true.
My favorite was the Bug Obliterator. The green
Look-
one. The green
look,
one
kid-
was awesome. Yeah,
Look,
the
kids,
Vermin
we could-
Vaporizer. With the Vermin Vaporizer. Sorry, Jim.
Look, kids, our neighbor got a refrigerator. Let's cut windows in it and use it as a playground.
exactly. And that box will last a couple months as a playground. It'll be the
This
best.
is true. Although kids playing in a Lego box does, yeah. My kids are bigger than that at that point. But
Mm.
and honestly, I don't know why I didn't buy those sets. So I'm like now wondering what I was buying or what Lego I was doing at that point. But
Well,
anyway,
they got clearanced out.
yeah. All right,
And,
three
and
more
that's a
facts.
shame because they were great set. They were great play set because you had in all of the sets except for the small ones, you had a villain and a good guy. So
Yeah.
And here's the one thing that always annoys me a little bit. Chris Gids will go on about how he really wishes they would bring back space and they should but I'll be like, yeah, they had space. It was called Galaxy Squad and nobody bought it. That's why they don't make more space. And he'll be like, well, but that's not the space I wanted. And I'm like, well, what you really mean is you really want Lego to bring back 1978 to 81 space,
Yeah.
not just space, because
Right.
if they
Well, we have
did
to get 82 in there because that's when the yellow minifig showed up. And you just
there you
can't
go.
have
Okay,
them
82.
anyway.
But what he really wants is a revival of classic space, not Lego to run wild with the whole concept of space, because they did that and people didn't buy the sets. And
Yeah, I wasn't that impressed with Galaxy Squad. I mean, I'm not saying it as bad as Robo Force, but it was pretty bad.
Okay, so here's a question now. Since we've had a long drought of space sets since then, do you now want them more because of that fact? That even though they
But
weren't
Galaxy Squad?
what
No.
appealed, yeah, like they didn't appeal to you at that point, but now do
No.
you kind of want them because? No, okay. I
No,
wanted
I still think that they were great sets. They were underrated actually because
I
I actually built most of them, and like Matt said, they were great builds. They had lots of cool pieces. The only missing thing I think were all the astronauts didn't have any air tanks. I think that was
Was that?
like the only minus of that whole line because
I
the
think
insects minifigs were absolutely gorgeous.
they were. I think if I were to say right now what theme Lego should bring back that's sort of parenthetically related is Exoforce, because Exoforce was really cool and it only lasted 2 years.
Yeah.
Exoforce was so awesome.
Well, I think Ninjago kind of probably kicked that one.
Yeah,
out or
that's true. That
something.
clicked over.
So the one space theme that I kind of regret not getting were the Alien Defense Unit sets. Those were before that, wasn't it? With,
What am I remembering? Insectoids? Like I don't remember this.
no, I don't remember what they were called.
Oh, you're talking about the 2000s. I don't.
No,
remember.
that was the
I like Mars Mission, the
was it
yellow. I mean,
alien.
the
No, not
Transoran.
alien. It was.
I'm trying to pull it up right now. Just waiting for Brickset to calculate here. Theme. Oh, sub-theme. Classic, Experience, Futron, Galaxy Squad, Ice Planet. Was that was the, no, it wasn't.
Definitely not
Was
Ice
it
Planet.
Space Police? That RoboForce, UFOs, Unitron. Was it even a space theme? Was it a city theme? Galaxy. No.
No, it was a city theme.
Was it?
Alien Conquest. You had it there.
Oh,
I
Alien
think
Conquest.
was interesting. I didn't buy. I think I
Oh,
bought.
there it is. I
maybe one
just
of
didn't
those.
see it. You don't expect to see it at the front. No, because these came with the cool alien dudes.
Yeah.
I own a few of I own the smaller sets, but none of the bigger ones. And
I got the one with the train tracker.
I got most of those sets too. And the Earth's Defense HQ is actually one of my favorite set of all time.
I know.
I got like 3 copies of that one.
And of this one?
No, the Earth Defense HQ.
How many
It's
copies
a
of
space
this one?
copter. It's
I have the jet copter. I think I have 1 or 2.
100? Yeah, okay. Sorry.
Well,
So
again, Dave's
helicopter.
beating me in classics or space sets because I only got the UFO with the train tracker on the outside edge, and I got 2 of those. I don't know.
I thought
why
the guys were pretty cool too. I think that was part of it. Like I like the blue figures. I don't know.
Again, no air tanks, but
Well,
you
I
can
mean,
always
this
add
was
some.
technically they were defending the Earth, right? Like it was an alien attack in this.
Yeah,
theory,
but
right?
and those the alien faces are great in that.
I
Yeah.
know,
Look
and
at
the
the
face
heads on
hugger
it.
guy, because they had the face hugger one too, right? This thing.
Yeah,
This thing that would just go on a minifig's face.
like a space slug that would go on
Yeah.
its head. And,
Yeah. And it could have been just because I really wanted that space slug and I never got it. So I think I have. Well, I obviously have a couple of these guys because I have these 2 sets. But anyway, just one of those things. It's like I missed out on that. But all right, let's do 3 more facts, and then we'll call it. So 13 power miner vehicles are numbered. Power miner vehicles are numbered between 1 and 16, but excludes the number 13.
Power Miners was a nice theme. It was actually really cool.
I get that they would leave it 13, but
yeah.
Back when Power Miners were at, I guess the Asian market wasn't that big because number 7 is actually not a good number in the Asian market. I think it was number 7. Number 7 or number 8. I think it's 7.
It's interesting because it's so cultural. In Jewish communities, 13 is considered to be a lucky number.
Yeah, it's funny, and in Europe, I don't think 13 really has as much of an impact because I mean 13 was the Salem witches and right stuff.
I went to one of my friends had a bar mitzvah, and they were like, it's tradition you give money to the young man, and they said that multiples of 13 are considered to be lucky, and I was like, okay, didn't know that. Interesting.
Sorry, I said 13 was the Salem witches, but I just remember 13 was the I can't think of them.
The apostles.
No, well that too, but no. The Knights of Christ. What's the word I'm thinking of?
The apostles.
White guys with the white robes and the crosses. That the Jerusalem Knights that help people ferry across Europe. I can't think of their name.
Knights Templar.
Knights Templar. Yes, that the 13th of whatever year it was. It was a Friday the 13th. And that's the day that the France turned against them and basically arrested them all. And that's where 13 came as a bad number. Number 4 in Asia, Kim Chun Brick says. Thank you. I knew it was one number, but I couldn't remember what it was. Anyway.
Interesting. Number 4. Huh.
Yeah. Speaking of 4, at least 14. 14 sets have held the record for including the most pieces since 1961. So, like, that would be an interesting fact. What set was that first one that had the most pieces and what it got replaced by? And obviously, right now, it's probably the world map, I think, is probably the highest piece count, I think. Oh, sorry. I just realized that we're blocking. We're blocking me at the bottom. I thought we were blocking someone else of importance, but no. Last one for at least today. Friends introduced 15 different mini doll characters when the theme first commenced in 2012. For comparisons, 36 characters have appeared this year so far. So, do you remember when those guys came out and the uproar of the Lego community? They're not the right height. They don't look like figures and all this stuff.
Mini dolls instead of minifigs.
Well, I remember the uproar, but I mostly remember that the set just flew off the shelves when they came out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No,
sets you couldn't get any deals on those sets because they never went on sale.
They never went on sale. I totally agree. I mean, I have seen them occasionally on sale nowadays.
Yeah, nowadays, yes,
but yeah, back then, they sold well, and they're still doing well, right? Like mini dolls are great. Although, didn't Lego announce a year ago that they were going to start building sets that have figures and mini dolls in the same set?
No.
That'd be interesting.
I remember something. I think it was last year that they came up about that. That they were going to start mixing figures as well to
No, they didn't say mixing figures. They said they're going to put in more male dominant.
More oh, in Friends, more males and Friends and females.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And male dominant like workplaces or teams in Friends.
Okay.
That's why we got all the horse things.
Like me, I could be an engineer now, or a police cop, or something. No.
A helicopter pilot.
A helicopter pilot, probably.
Sorry, Dave. So you should have mentioned that this week.
It is never ever going to
stop. Anyway, and it's all because of the Harry Potter train that we started that conversation, Dave.
Yep.
I'm sorry, because then we started talking about train layouts. And in Dave's defense, back when we first all started as part of Lego clubs, at least I know Countess, myself, and Dave Sincere, there were Lego train clubs, and there weren't Lego space displays. They weren't.
Nope.
I mean, Toronto at least had Mindstorms, but
club, whatever it's called. It's code.
But the very first things we ended up doing were train displays because that's what everybody was into.
Yeah.
And you could go to a train show as with a train display, and they'd let you in, right?
We did the robot competitions for the first bunch of years, and our very first show that wasn't a robot competition was our train show.
It was train, yeah.
Where you
and
brought
we had
your
such great
roundhouse.
names: Train 1, Train 2, Train 3.
Yeah, you brought your roundhouse. That was awesome.
Yeah.
I remember that. We did.
That was the first.
And Roscoe came all the way up from Australia just to come to our show.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He only came to see our show.
Well, we had a few people from Ottawa come up too.
Well, I'm talking about Australia, though. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Yeah, anyway. Australia is a little farther, yes. And since then, Ross has visited again and stayed.
Ottawa is so far away.
It is.
This guy
was giving a shout out.
Roscoe, what are you doing here? Like, I came for your train show. Really? You came all the way from whatever.
I was giving a shout out to our
Parliament guys. Yeah, we love you,
Parliament friends as well.
Yes.
I don't know if any of them are watching right now, but I miss seeing them too. So there.
And they can come out to Lego dinner this weekend if they want to.
They could. Actually,
the worst part is that Parliament members are closer to Quebec events than from Toronto events, but they go to Ontario events and they don't go to.
I'm sorry, Dave. If you have an event, I'll come. The gauntlet has been dropped.
Build one and they will come.
Build it, yeah. Build it, they will come. So, but anyways, we're at an hour and a half, an hour and 40 almost. I think we're going to probably end the show for now. Any last comments about Lego's 90th anniversary? Any thoughts about, did they do a good job?
I'm going to go to Lego dinner on Friday and we'll talk about it.
Well,
I'm going to go for an audio comments. It's going to go womp, womp, womp.
I think they mailed it in because they're waiting for the next 10 years.
I think they did good.
Well, they did good on the sets, but on the date,
fine. That's fine. They put effort into classic sets, the castle and the space and whatever else. It's fine.
I think they should have. Sorry, go ahead.
They cashed in on the nostalgia.
They cashed in on all the
nostalgia. For sure. And I'm not arguing that. I think they did a beautiful job. And if I had it, I'd be holding up the big yellow castle right now, or the new set, and it would be crushing me with its weight.
It's so beautiful.
Kim Street Breaks is saying, I'm curious what anniversary they'll celebrate next year.
I love you, David.
Next year, they'll celebrate the Constructions.
Yeah, maybe. Or there's probably a Bionicle anniversary coming up. Maybe they can do that.
Next year they're going to release Pirates.
Yeah. Well, we'll
they're going to
release
Barracuda
or launch a real castle line for castle fans.
They're going to re-release all the.
Or bring back more helicopters.
They're gonna release all the culturally inappropriate Native American and Polynesian.
The jungle theme. Oh man, yeah, that'd be bad.
Oh, right.
You know that my very first set when I was young was the Indians,
Native Americans.
Yeah.
the Native Americans with the canoe and
Yeah,
Or like the
Redskins
Maxi
and
Pigs?
yeah,
The Maxi Pig one? Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I remember those.
that was my
Yeah.
very first set. I still have one of the heads.
I have to admit, like, I
You
think
took
the
his head off?
Polynesian figures are kind of interesting. Like, I like them. I understand why they may not be.
Well, we don't have many.
But for the facial detail, they were very detailed compared to the your run of the mill figures, right? They had different expressions, and that's what I liked about those. So
Yeah.
For sure. All right. I'm going to click the button now. So thanks for coming out, everybody. Thank you to our cast of lovely people here. It's good to see you again, Mr. Dave Hay. Hopefully you'll be coming back again. And we'll see you next week. Next Wednesday, I may be a little tired because I'm doing a little bit of a road trip over the weekend. So we'll see how it goes. Anyways, we'll talk to you.